So Mel, great seeing you. This is great. I'm glad we got to speak together here at the Aztec Leaders in Private Equity Summit 2024. You and I just had the pleasure of talking to a bunch of CFOs, COOs, IR directors, CTOs in the industry, and talk through some of the things that we're all thinking about in order to achieve operational excellence, outsourcing excellence in our industry. I'd love to hear from you what you thought were some of the key takeaways from the discussion that we had.
Yeah, I mean, I think I already knew it, but I thought it was amazing how the key point that people kept bringing up was alignment and access to top management, which is relationships, right? And they almost went in saying, you know something's going to go wrong, right? Whether it be turnover on the team or there is a mistake or whatever. And it is really key to have access to top management and alignment of where you're going in the direction to be able to fix things. The second thing that I thought was great that came out of it, which I don't think everybody realizes, is that it's a true partnership.
Yeah.
And you have to expect that if there's something wrong, that you both come to the table and really try and fix it together as opposed to just placing blame different places.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, trust, coming together as a partner, being able to trust that partner was a critical piece of the puzzle. The one thing I would take away was that, the references that were required leading up to making the decision on the administrator was a key point with some of the folks that we spoke to. So along those lines, in terms of due diligence, did you talk about due diligence in the selection process? Anything you want to highlight for the group?
Yeah, one other comment that I thought was very interesting was that one of the people who said they were happy right now with their administrator because of relationships did also say that they had selected the administrator years ago, and if they had started new now and gone out for a selection, it would not be the administrator that they selected because a lot of the newer administrators are more technologically savvy and don't have baggage of old systems.
Sure.
And they would want to align themselves with someone like that. So it's very interesting how tech is now playing a role, even if it's not a debt fund where it is critical to have tech, but for all players to want to align themselves with someone who is technologically advanced.
Right. So administrators that are leaning into modern technology, enabling more efficient operating between the manager and the administrator are the ones that are leading and winning the business. So I guess the question comes back to, when Aztec asked you and I to do this session, we had to align our topic of operational excellence and outsourcing excellence with a major motion picture title, and we chose Mission Impossible because we felt like it could be perceived as an impossible mission to find an administrator and outsourcing partner that works. Do you think through our conversations that we've been able to sort of debunk that message?
Yeah, and I think the key thing there that came out is, it used to be, these 5 services are what a fund admin does, and this is what the GP does. And the whole industry has changed to where it's more of a jagged line, and it's really not one size fits all. And that is what's making it now be able to be accessible to parties that didn't used to be able to use fund admin, and make it fit for them by picking, these 5 things that they want, and maybe the 5 things that the next client picks are different because that's what works for them.
That's correct. I mean, bespoke services, hybrid models, we're seeing more and more of that in the industry. So, well, it was great having a chat with you today. I love doing this with you. It's always good. All right, thank you all.
Thanks.